based on the true events of the Broaddus family in Westfield, New Jersey, 2014. Widely reported and investigated, but never solved. In the quiet town of Westfield, New Jersey, nestled on a tree-lined street where children play freely and neighbors wave from their porches, a nightmare unfolded behind the doors of a beautiful house, number 657 Boulevard. It didn't start with a scream, it started with a letter. And from that moment on, the dream home became a trap, watched by someone or something that was always watching. Derek and Maria Broaddus thought they had found their dream home. It was June 2014. They had just bought 657 Boulevard, a stunning 6-bedroom house in one of the safest towns in America. Tree-lined streets, good schools, a peaceful community. They paid over $1.3 million, a stretch, but worth it. As they began small renovations before moving in with their 3 children, Derek went by the house one evening to check on things, and in the mailbox, he found an envelope. No return address. Thick handwriting. Just their names, written by hand. The new owner. The letter seemed harmless at first. Dearest new neighbor at 657 Boulevard, it began. Allow me to welcome you to the neighborhood. But as Derek read on, the tone shifted. 657 Boulevard has been the subject of my family for decades now, and as it approaches its 110th birthday, I have been put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming. My grandfather watched the house in the 1920s, and my father watched in the 1960s. It is now my time. Then it got personal. I see you have already flooded 657 with contractors so that you can destroy the house as it was supposed to be. You have children, I've seen them. So far, I think there are 3. Do you need to fill the house with the young blood I requested? Derek dropped the letter. He raced back to his current home and called the police. They arrived, read the letter, and were baffled. There was no sign of a break-in, nothing else out of place. The Broadduses didn't move in. They were too scared. But the letters didn't stop. 2 weeks later, another envelope. The writer knew their names, their children's nicknames, and even what rooms they were renovating. The house is crying from all the pain you are causing it, one letter said. It used to be happy. You have changed it. You don't want to make 657 unhappy. The sender began signing the letters simply as the Watcher. The neighborhood grew tense. Police began interviewing residents. Theories flew. A bitter neighbor? A prank? A previous potential buyer who lost out? But the letters kept coming. Always typed, always hand-addressed. Sometimes they mocked the Broadduses. Have you found out who I am yet? I hope not. It will not be good for you. Who am I? There are hundreds of cars that drive by the house every day. Maybe I am in one. Look out the windows. Who do you see? The Broadduses installed cameras, hired private investigators. Even a priest came to bless the house. They began to unravel. Maria started seeing a therapist. Derek couldn't sleep. The kids were never allowed near the property again. They never even moved in. After 6 months of fear and frustration, they put the house up for sale. But rumors had spread. No one wanted it. They rented it out, and even that tenant got a letter. You are the new tenant at 657 Boulevard. Have you found what is in the walls yet? Time will tell. The Westfield police could never crack the case. DNA on one envelope suggested it was a woman, but that led nowhere. The Broaddusses hired ex-FBI agents, handwriting analysts, cybersecurity teams, all dead ends. Even when Netflix released a dramatized version called The Watcher in 2022, it renewed public interest. But no new leads. Years passed. The Broaddusses eventually sold the house at a $400,000 loss. To this day, no one knows. Some claim it was a neighbor angry about gentrification. Others believe it was a twisted prank from someone within the community. A few conspiracy theorists think it was Derek himself, staging a hoax to back out of the expensive house. But there's no evidence. The truth is, the Watcher may still be out there. 657 Boulevard still stands, a quiet house on a quiet street. The families who live there now report no strange letters, no signs of being watched. But that doesn't mean it's over, because if you listen carefully on certain nights, the wind carries whispers from the old wood, from behind the walls. Have you found what's in the walls yet? Time will tell.